Alrighty then. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy, Taco here. Welcome to my first look at the new face of RuneScape. I guess that's what we're going to title this. This came out while I was at work, so I haven't really seen much other than a couple images, so I haven't gotten really any hands-on with it so far. But I definitely wanted to give my first impressions on it since I did make the video going over the brief history of the player avatar and what pretty much has led us up to now. So that's what this video is going to be. So if you guys want to see more stuff like this or more of the brief history videos that we have done so far, be sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button. All the support means the absolute world to me, and I appreciate every single one of you guys that watches every single video that I put out, and hopefully I'll get better at posting stuff for you guys. But other than that, without further ado, let's get right into it. Like I said, I've only seen a couple images so far of what it looks like. Haven't really seen anything else. I've heard maybe a few things here and there, but definitely want to give it a look and see what they have done so far. This is the player avatar beta, so this isn't going to be what the final product is going to look like if you are interested in playing RuneScape eventually. This will be coming out later on at the end of the month. Fully enveloped into the game. It's going to be part 1 of the player avatar refresh, along with some graphical updates. I'll put some of the articles that they have recently put out. Of course, you can always go back and watch the video after this one, going over the player avatar refresh. Like I said, the history and how we've ended up here so far. Now, I do think this is like on a Germany server, so it may be a little slow. Hopefully not too slow. All right, here we go. Anticipated breath. I am bald. There are so many people here, dude, but I am bald. What? Why am I bald? Oh, it's so funny, dude. I was not expecting, because I know they had said that it's as close as they can get it. Let me see if there's a place I can walk to, or maybe it's not as crowded, because there are just so many people here right now at the moment. I know we got to talk to, I think it was Teresa. I'll correct myself if I have to later on, or actually changing how I look and everything like that. I mean, first thoughts, dude, this looks so clean. This looks like a modern version of RuneScape. I think this is what it look, and even in walking, I feel like this looks like exactly what I imagined as a kid. In a sense, thanks to this dude, he keeps swinging by me. But like for the most part, like I'm trying to remember when, because I started playing it. I know I've gone over it numerous times whenever I kind of picked up the game and started really playing it. It was definitely during the HD era, so the 2008 to 2011, 2012. So what's now HDOS, which is a client for old school RuneScape, that is my favorite era of graphics, kind of more closer to that 2010 version of the game. This kind of very strongly reminds me of that, and this just gives it so much better identity. And it honestly, I mean, anything's better than what we have now. So many more polygons. It looks clean in my opinion, so I'm a fan, definitely a fan of that. Like I said, it's a beta, so there are going to be some things that are not going to look that great. Now, who do we need to talk to? This is one of the moments where I kind of wish we could is there like a button I can press maybe? I did not read up on the beta too much. I just kind of got here. Let me see. Maybe can I customize it myself within here? I don't think so. They did say not to apply any of the current. I like that. That looks so good too. This is usually one of the outfits I kind of wear from time to time when I'm playing the game, and I definitely dig that. That's not terrible, in my opinion. It looks pretty good with the overrides. Now, where is... Everybody's like going into the wardrobe thing without... I may have to switch worlds here. Hold on. This shows the progression, per se, of like all the different styles, for the most part, that you kind of see here. It's pretty unique. For sure. Talk to player avatar. Okay, that's to give feedback. Talk to makeover. I'm assuming that's to be able to make yourself into Email if you need you. Would you like to buy any fine clothes? Let's do change clothes. So let's look through here. My screen is super small, so let me see if I can actually make that a little bit bigger so we can actually see what is happening here. There we go. That's a lot better. All right, so we're just gonna kind of go through some things here just to kind of see like what they ended up with overall with the design. A lot of these are going to be, I think, redos of what is currently available to us. None of the retro stuff. I think they're gonna go away with a lot of the retro stuff. It's kind of sad, but I mean, we have old school RuneScape for that, so not super necessary for us to really keep that look per se. I mean, a lot of this, that's the one I've been wearing recently. Ranger gear, bearskin, Smithers to Kurta. I think that's for Skillborn's current thing. Wolf fur vest does not look like. I kind of don't. I don't think I can change colors. I'm not a fan of that one. Assassin's gear looks pretty good. Plain top. These are all the. I guess they're kind. Yeah, okay. I guess they are keeping a lot of redoing a lot of the retro stuff. That's cool. I do appreciate that, and it's kind of like a updated version of what it used to look like. So I'm a fan of that. Let's see, which one is my favorite out of these? I think I still like Hunter's Bandolier is pretty cool. I do like that one. And I do kind of still like the crew neck. Missionary tunic and the crew neck are kind of my two favorites. We'll stick with, we'll do mesh crew neck. That is my favorite one right now. Can't decorate my wrist for whatever reason, but that's fine. I'm assuming they'll, let me see, maybe if I go workman's half coat, I guess not. Yeah, no. Maybe it's probably with these ones here. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Yeah, that way we can show you kind of some different stuff here. So you got your fine cuffs, woolen sleeves, ragged arms, loose sleeves, regular muscle bound, rose jacked, been lifting the weights. What can I say? Large cuffed. That is pretty cool that they've kept a lot of this. I like that. I'm a big fan that they kept the classic stuff in there. And then you got bare arms, so much more. That's a lot more customization within here. All right, let's go back to my favorite one, which is mesh crew neck. All right, and so we'll go through all of these options as well. Laborer's apron, chef's bloomers, wading shorts, herbalist robe, huntsman shorts. You calling these shorts, brother? I guess so. Warlock split coat, mining breeches, the ceremonial robe, cut off platoons, rumpled breeches. I actually really like. It gives kind of like a pirate aesthetic, but also kind of like a just regular, what you would actually imagine somebody wearing. Smith's breeches, summoner breeches, thief's overkill, plain shin. I guess that one kind of goes with this outfit for the most part. Plain trousers. I said I'm a big fan that they've kept the original looks in here. Shorts, flares, torn up trousers, turn ups, striped trousers. Like I said, I'm a big fan that they kept the original look in here for the most part. But we're gonna go with the rumpled ones are peak. I'm covered up. I move. Oh, I can't keep them. That's kind of sad. I'd hope that I could keep the look, but I guess it's just to kind of mess around with it. Oh, you can keep it. No. Like, what do you mean I can't? It's a beta. Remember, it's a beta. Everybody keep remembering that. And which one? I think I already forgot which one my favorite. Rumpled breeches. There we go. Yeah. Looking snazzy. All right, so makeover mage. Do you have hair that I can? Guess not. Where are the hair options? Did they just not care that? Oh wait, you can do that. Right, doy. Completely forgot. You should be able to customize that here. Appearance. Here we go. Dreadlocks. And as they kind of like said with the graphical updates, like I mean, I know this is part of the beta, but you really can't see the haze anymore. Long hair, dude, that is insane. Medium hair, monk, short, crop, close cropped, wild spikes. It's like borderlining on classic, the classic look, but also not like straying too far into the new realm. Kind of like, that makes sense. Like, oh, dude, got Hanzo. You can be Hanzo in the game now. Prince, curtains. I think I used to rock the curtains look a lot when I was a kid. Or curtains long was also one when I was a kid, and one of my cousins would do that a lot too. Top knot, ponytail, long. I definitely rocked this one during my like emo phase while playing RuneScape. This was definitely something I 100% rocked. Evan style, warriors, curtains, comb over. I think that's the one that I have currently. I want to say something like it. Warrior, ducktail, the mullet. Hell yeah, brother. Mohawk shaved, punk, samurai variant, clean shaven. Oh, that's just my. That's going into. I guess that's the last one. My beard, it's gone. Which one would I probably choose? Kind of a toss up. Like shorts, very like that like Caesar. I think I would go curtains, dude. My hair does not look like that in real life, but you know, it's a fantasy world, right? Full mutton is usually what I go with, but we'll kind of go with the different ones here. Mustache, handlebar, sensei, half goatee. That's a look for sure. Imperial. Classic goatee. So if you really wanted to like be the classic skin, this would be your look right here. This would be what you would look like when you spawn into the game. He's a little cross-eyed, I just noticed. All right, let me choose the one that I was looking at again, that I liked. Definitely longsword French. That's just me. That's who I am, you know. All right, go back down to beards. Short beard, short full. I guess that's kind of like what I'm at right now. Medium beard, long beard. I don't know how I feel about that floop right there, but I guess I get it. Waxed. Wax looks goated. Not gonna lie there. Sideburns. Yep. The mutton. Yep. Full mustache. That one goes pretty hard too. I'm not gonna lie to you. Vizier, split braid, and dolly. I think I'm gonna keep full mutton. I mean, yeah. So this is pretty much almost. I might mess around with it more in some of the colors and stuff, but this is pretty much what my character would look like. And once the player avatar like update actually goes live here within probably the next. Well, we got probably 3 more weeks. I'll probably put the update in the video when it's supposed to be going live. I know they delayed this one just because of issues that they didn't foresee happening, and they were able to fix them all in time. So it's definitely interesting. Even the walk's like super different. I like what they're kind of going for here. I guess we could change myself into a girl just so we can kind of see the options for females. So let's do a quick makeover. Select. Confirm. Oh, look, and we even get a glimpse of the chat head right there. A little glitchy. Like I said, it's a beta, but that is actually so much more well improved. Like I said, dude, it reminds me of when I was a kid. Like you know, when you're a kid, or slash when things are first coming out, like with the HD update and a couple other things, like when things are first, the graphics are first improving, you're like, you know, watching things and in your head, you're like, this is so like good, it's so high tech, and then years later, you're like, I really thought that was high tech. Like, that's how I kind of feel about this. Like, this is probably like what me as a kid thought about these outfits back then. These are really cool. Like, we're pretty much just going through the same process, but this time for the females, the 1% of female users I know that watch my videos. Thank you. Probably less than 1%, probably like 0.1 or something like that. I would have to look at the graph. It's probably like nothing. But I appreciate you regardless. I do like how they definitely fixed the female variations of the, like they actually made them more for like a female in a sense. I don't know what the difference between torn and ragged. I guess more of a, it's more torn on ragged top. Oh, we'll just go plain top just so we can show some of the sleeve stuff here. Get the frill, the ragged, long sleeves, short sleeves, muscle bound. Been hitting the weights. Bare arms. You have the right to bare arms. You get the wrist guards here. Yeah, like overall, like pretty impressive stuff, I'd say. Like, if I had to choose one, let's say if I had to make a female character, I feel like the beast gear, the beast master gear just goes hard. That goes pretty excellent, I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, now we're gonna be taking a look at the female pant choices. Yeah, I mean, these are very like, they're each very representative of whichever player type, player body you feel like going with. Oh, I just noticed the weird glitch with that there. Like, oh!
Oh my God!
That is... that is a look. Sleigh belt goes pretty hard. Not gonna lie to you. Short apron. Spiked leggings. Belted skirt. Plain trousers. A skirt. Flares, torn trousers, turn-ups, shorts, frilled skirt. So these are kind of like, I guess, like maybe like better versions, if you will. Like if you want something a little bit different. If I had to pick one, it'd probably be the sleigh belt. Sleigh belt goes pretty hard. Not gonna lie to you. Marvelous choice. You look splendid. Thank you. Yep, same thing with the walk. The walk's pretty good, I'd say. I know we didn't really show the run earlier, but a little goofy. I know that they sell animations for walking and running, so it's good. I think it makes more sense than what it currently looks like whenever you're playing within the game. So he's more like kind of just trotting, you know, like I don't know anybody who runs like that. I definitely want to see, like, I don't know if they could fix that eventually. I want to see more arm movement, more sprinting, you know. So, and then now we'll look at the female hairstyles. You could be bald, you know. That's definitely a look that you could be as female for sure. You got of course the classic bun, dreadlocks, long. That looks pretty good. Short, crew cut is very. It kind of looks like they took a chia pet and just kind of put it on your head. Close cropped. Wild spikes is interesting, to say the least. Curls. I'm a big fan of curls. I think that's pretty sick. Wind braids, same thing. Also really cool. Ring braids. I think I've seen that one before. Layered flip. You got straight, which I don't think there's much of a kind of a difference between long and straight. You got long braids. That looks pretty good as well. Curtains. Earmuffs. You want to be Princess Leia. You got fringe. Pinned up. Layered. So much more options. Like I say, top knot. Pinned bun. That's pretty cool. Ponytail spike. Also big fan of that one. Odango. Bun with fringe. Pigtails with fringe, French twist. A lot of these are classic ones too. I'm pretty sure pigtails has been around since like the beginning of RuneScape or close to it, at least RuneScape 2 for sure. Princess, 2 buns and a fringe, short hair with the fringe, long hair with fringe. I'm assuming fringe means like bangs, I guess. I'm not an expert in female hair. Half up, half down, Alice band. Side part long. Side part long is pretty good. It's a toss up between. It's just so we can get the full look. The toss up between that, I'd say curls. I also like long. I think I'll do long. Her taco's now a female. That looks pretty good, I'd say, for the most part. I guess let's see. Let me look at kind of the other ones that curls. I'm never like more like if I were to play a female, I'm more of like trying to be on the side of realism. Like, what female that's going to be in combat is going to wear their hair down? It's not realistic, if you ask me. Definitely like that look. Pretty good. Pretty cool. I might have to start playing as a female. Kidding. Let's just look at one more. What was the other one that I was like a big fan of? I forget which one I was like also like, yeah, this is pretty good. I'd wear this one. Wasn't layered. Wasn't fringe. Definitely wasn't curtains. Curtains gives me though. This gives me Supergirl from the terrible Flash movie that came out about like 2-3 years ago. That's what that one gives me, if I'm being honest. Wind braids is pretty cool. I guess if I had to choose a different one, it'd be probably curtains. Yeah. Also realistic for the gate, like for Gilnor, like, you know, a female would probably keep her hair somewhat short to be able to, you know, fight efficiently and stuff. So that one makes the most sense to me for the most part. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Like you do see like a kind of walkthrough here. You do see, for the most part, like a different iteration of every single player avatar that like, or combination, I guess, of like how stuff looks like on a female versus a male. So that's definitely a nice representation in case you like don't want to try it on yourself just yet. It's like super cool, I'd have to say. I wonder, let's see what Nature's Might. What emo is that from? Is that from? I don't remember having that one. I guess does it give you access? I guess it gives me access to all the emotes because I don't have them all. Oh no, she's a werewolf. Majorat transformation, chaotic. I guess, yeah, so it gives you just about access to all of the, well, all of them, I guess, that aren't refire. That's a snowman dance. I remember doing a snowman dance. So it's still the same animation. That's great. Got the stomp. How does the dance look? Yep, still the same. Still the same. I kind of wish it was the they would have done like little. You remember the original dance? I'll probably put up a screen of how the original dance used to look back in the day. That one's still like one of my favorites. What about headbanging? Not bad. Not bad. Overall, my thoughts, I think it looks really clean. I think it's matching the aesthetics that they are looking to go for within the game. And honestly, I'm a lot more of a fan of, like with Haven Hive, I did record a video. I never posted it or made anything from it, but I am a huge fan of the direction that Jagex is taking with RuneScape 3 and pretty much how they're kind of changing a lot of going away from the super high fantasy and going more towards like a medieval-ish, more medieval look, but definitely still having some ties to high fantasy because there's some stuff that within the game that's more, I would imagine, towards that high fantasy genre. Overall, like I said, I am a fan of it. Definitely go check out the brief history of the player avatar refresh. There is some good knowledge. It's a very short video, probably about 7-8 minutes. Go on over there, give it a like, let me know your thoughts, and definitely give me your thoughts on this video if you guys want to see stuff more like this. But other than that, that's going to be it for us. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching this very quick video. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Have fun. Be safe. See you on the next one.